I realized in the middle of making this video that I literally wrote a script for it, and the Amber Talks videos are more like podcasts, and they're not supposed to be scripted. So this is more of a video essay. We're gonna go over this pretty quickly because I have a lot of projects I'm working on right now. I posted this on the community segment of my channel, but in case you didn't see it, I'll go over it again. Happy New Year's! The basement's taking a tiny bit longer than expected, but the vid's cooking up nicely. And most importantly, I've been working super hard on Gods and Monsters stuff. 2023 is going to be an excellent year for this channel.
Alright, let's get it over with. Spare me, if you can! Bruh.
So I just got back from the theater with my girlfriend. We watched Puss in Boots: The Last Wish because she loves cats and I love Shrek. Finally, a good relationship. I had watched a few of the trailers scattered about Instagram and elsewhere, and aside from the animation, it didn't look very impressive to me. I hadn't seen the first Puss in Boots spin-off movie since I was a little kid, so I rewatched it before seeing this one to compare the two. It wasn't quite as bad as I was expecting, but I did find it very uninspired and kind of nauseating with the humor. That being said, it's not really bad, and there's still some stuff to appreciate here. The animation is really good for 2011, as expected at that point from DreamWorks, and I appreciated the attempt at further world building after there had already been 4 Shrek movies, and it managed to do so decently, though unfortunately the interpretations of a lot of fairy tale creatures such as Humpty Dumpty were just not very creative in my opinion. I really don't regret watching it despite the constant reminders of this being a kid's film through and through. So how is the sequel? It should come to no surprise to any of you who have been on YouTube that I was not expecting what we got. From the themes, to the characters, to the comedy, to the beautiful animation, Puss in Boots 2 is a spectacularly great and mature experience for kids and adults alike. Hell, adults will probably like it more than children with how dark a lot of the themes are. Puss literally faces his own mortality throughout the entire film. Death, in the Shrek-verse, is the big bad wolf. Yeah. And he's one of the most badass and intimidating DreamWorks villains I have ever seen, up there with Tai Lung and Lord Shen. His design is beautiful, the red eyes contrasting with his dead white and gray colors of the rest of his body, those sickles. The final scene with him and Puss is probably one of the best scenes DreamWorks has ever made in terms of animation, voice acting, and writing. There's also Little Jack Horner, who's now Big Jack Horner, and he's just a piece of garbage, and the film embraces that in so many hilarious ways. They even pair him with Jiminy f***ing Cricket, and it's one of the funniest scenes I've ever watched in animation. And yeah, there's another set of antagonists, this time being Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. In the Shrek-verse, they are a crime family, and they're British?
Excuse me, my darling. We're looking for the legendary Puss in Boots. Have you perhaps seen him?
In all honesty, they were some of my favorite parts of the movie, and if it weren't for the wolf, these guys absolutely would have stole the show. There's actually a really heartfelt story going on with the 4 of them. Kitty Softpaws is back from the first film. Remember her? There's also this little dog who I thought was going to be the most insufferable piece of shit character when I saw him in the trailer. But he turned out to not only be funny and pleasant, but he actually served as a donkey-esque subversion of the cute animal trope, as he actually serves a vital role in the main goals of the characters. It ain't perfect though, there's a couple half-baked things here like the pacing. After Puss decides the legend needs to die, it's played out in this really strange and unfunny comedy sequence, with him talking about himself when it could have been a really heartbreaking scene, since he's letting go of his own identity. But whatever, it's a kid's movie, right? There's also a borderline agonizing sequence in the middle of the film with the cute eyes gag that just drags. That on top of a few other unfunny jokes and head-scratching pacing decisions prevent this film from being truly perfect. That being said, I honestly don't care. It's up there with the good Shrek films and is 30 times better than shit like Turning Red. Just go watch it, honestly. What else are you gonna do? See the new Avatar film? No, you idiot. See this. I honestly don't even want to spoil it because it just demands to be experienced thoroughly and authentically. The experimental animation, the dark and mature themes, the hilarious and tear-jerking writing, the excellent cast, and the great score elevate this film to easily the best animated film I've seen in recent memory, release-wise. This film was a huge step in the right direction for the storytelling medium of animation, and I for one am extremely excited for Shrek 5 now.